All right, so here we go. All right, so we're gonna do the righty-tighty. It is just a reverse of the lefty-loosey. So the righty-tighty is you're gonna start off left and then go around right time. So we did a bunch of left-handed U-turns. Now we're gonna do right-handed U-turns. So go ahead and hop back on the bike. And I want you to, yeah, there you go, pull in the brakes because we're in neutral. You can do the side stand up now. Okay, now that we're good. So left hand, you're gonna reach down to the key and turn it towards you. There it is. So we did use the engine shut-off switch to shut it off, or the electric shut-off switch. So you're gonna wanna push that down. Okay, so now it kind of restarts everything. And before you take off, we're in neutral. There's the engine actual start. So there it is. So with this design, once again, you're gonna go left around all of them, come in, and it's gonna be shorter and shorter. Do you want me to run with you, or do you think you can?
I think I can do it.
Okay, so here you go. So go ahead and go through the cones right there, turn left right away. And if you do want to give it a little throttle, test it out, but it's up to you. There you go. So nice and wide around these. And then you're going to go in between these cones right here. And then remember, this last one's the tough one, so use all the space you need. Very good. And then go right through the cones and then stop at those last ones. Handlebar straight, apply the brakes. Very good. 38 seconds. Much better. So go ahead and do a U-turn and then come right back around. And you're gonna come in right here. All right, so my goal with you is that we do at least 3 to 5 of these. But since you kind of looks like you know how to ride and you're getting used to the friction zone, just keep doing them and you're naturally gonna get better at it. So just go ahead and do the design, go through it, stop, do a U-turn, go through it, stop, do a U-turn. Just do it 3 times. So it's all on you. Once again, if anything happens, straighten the handlebars, squeeze the clutch and the front brake, and look straight. If you want to make things tighter and closer and a little bit easier, try your best to turn the handlebars more. Look where you want to go. Almost put this part right here on your shoulder. And if you feel like you're going to fall in, like you said earlier, counterweighting, you're going to put a little bit more weight on the outside. Okay? So go ahead and just have fun, go through it, and do the design. Very good. Much quicker on that one. So now look, there you go. Look, 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 turn, turn, turn. Way better. And then get ready to apply the brakes. Very good. Now do a U-turn. 33 seconds, 5 seconds faster. Very good. And if you want to, just go ahead and go right through. Very good. Your turns will be a lot easier and sharper if you really look towards the next spot. Really good. There you go. and then apply the brakes. And then go ahead and do one more U-turn, and then do this design one more time. 32 seconds, that was 1 second faster. You can go right through, go ahead. There you go, play with the throttle, get used to it, you got room. There you go, that's fine. Go ahead and do a U-turn and then stop right here. And then I want to see you turn off the engine and then get off the bike. There you go. So we're going to put our feet down. We're going to go ahead and shift it into neutral. Very good. And then side stand down. And then, yeah, you can turn the key off if you want. Okay. So this one, you did a lot faster. I mean, 33 seconds the first time we did the righty-tighty. I'm sorry, lefty-loosey, it was like 3 minutes. Then it went down to 40, and 32, 33 seconds. It's a lot better. What do you think helped you make it quicker?
Looking at my next target and playing with that throttle a little bit.
Okay, so definitely looking at the target. I saw that your handlebars were turned more this time. Yeah. Your turns were a lot sharper. So yeah, you're getting a lot faster. So I'm gonna hop on the bike and I'm really going to exaggerate the handlebar turn, the head look, and then I'm gonna counterweight a lot of it. So that's a little bit more than what we've really done. I'm gonna give it a little more throttle. I'm not gonna use a lot of the friction zone. So these are like the next steps. And then if you wanna try it on the next design, that'd be cool. So I'm gonna look forward, I'm gonna go through. So I was really looking and then kind of trusting the bike, kind of leaning it in, but then giving it a little bit more of that counterweight and looking. So you do barrel racing, so it's like as soon as you pass that cone, you don't want to go wide, right? You just want to cut it. So in order to cut it, the horse is leaning, you're leaning with it, and you're looking where the next barrel is. So with this one, it's kind of the same thing. Once you pass that cone, you just go for the next one, then you go for the next one. It's going to take some time. But the main things here is looking where you want to go, turning in, a little bit of your butt on the other side, a little bit of weight and counterweight, and then sometimes speed is good. They'll stabilize you. So we're going to do what's called the two-pole run next. It's a little different. I'll show you what that is, and then it's going to be a little more difficult. Okay. But it's going to be fun. So I'm going to turn the bike around, and then we're going to reset everything. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Elad, Harry, Moto Gaga, Weasel, Colin, how you doing? Dan Farrell, how you doing? Juanita, how you doing? I trimmed the beard. Got a little trim. You can actually see my face. You can see my face now. I like it. Somebody recommended it. Just I want to see what your face looks like. Zoom, zoom. Trimmed it up. Decided to do it. I liked it, and it makes it easier. I don't have to use so much shampoo and conditioner on my face. Don't have the bedhead in the morning. It works. It works. You can see I didn't trim my neck this morning or shave my head. But yeah, I like it. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Like the videos. Yeah, like the live stream, guys. 69 of you in here. Nice. 35 likes. Today we have 2 videos. They are older MotoStars video because he's not putting anything out. So we're going to go over some older ones. It didn't look like I've seen these ones because 2 years ago I skipped a few. Angel Cat, how you doing? A little bit. Everyone's tired. Annie, how you doing? Lisa, how you doing? Yeah, how's everybody's week? We're doing a little catch up. Before we jump into it, before we get into the class. That was a video of Brooke doing the righty tighty that came out last a couple days ago, 3 days ago. I think it was 3 days ago. And now we're just gonna kind of relax, enjoy ourselves for a little bit. But yeah, this week, what did I do? I went rucking, I went hiking. If you guys, I post a lot on my Instagram stories. So if you're not on Instagram, kind of behind the scenes, what I'm doing throughout the week, I post on Instagram stories, kind of like the updates on some of the drill stuff and kind of what I'm doing. Hung out with my buddy, some other personal stuff. I'm gonna keep some stuff to myself. There's some behind the scenes stuff I'll keep to myself. But yeah, the drill booklet, it's doing well. I'm making the designs. I'm focusing back and forth, and they all kind of play into each other. The Smart Rider Games booklet, the actual training booklet, the academy, the videos that go with all of those things, and then yeah, slowly but surely I got the. So right now I'm working on the Smart Rider Games booklet because, guys, it is absolutely insane. Let's just take a look. In the last 30 days. Let me guys, you guys have downloaded the demo drills. There's 12 drills that are basically the games that are for free. You guys know that. You guys have been here for a while. Let me grab it. How many people have downloaded it? Or how many downloads? 559 downloads. 500 low volume. Well, the music is low. 559 downloads. So there's 559 of you just in like a week and a half. Got the new drills. Probably out practicing, I'm hoping. And so that kind of pushed me. It's like, hey, that's where we're going. Let's go ahead and work on the Smart Rider games. We kind of talked about it. I've been talking about the academy for a while, but the Smart Rider games, it's going to be a lot of fun. Once that gets launched, then everything else is going to kind of fall into place. But so I'm working on the more updated version of it. So it's going to have like a QR code because I filmed those videos. QR code that you can scan and then watch those videos, and that's going to have the time that I did. I want you guys to try to beat my time. I'm going to keep updating and keep doing more, so those videos will update. QR codes will just stay the same, but the video where it links to will change because I'm going to get better times. And then we're just going to kind of compete against each other once that booklet's done, because that's much easier. That's much easier. The training stuff is just lessons and stuff, and then once the training book is done, that's when the academy's done too. So guys, it's same thing with the drill booklet that I have here. It'll come with the digital download and whatnot, and there's cones that you can get to when it comes to that. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm working on that. It's pretty much done. I just need to change a few things. Yeah, the drills are free. Once the booklet comes out, the free drills, that link will go away, and then it's back to the physical and digital version. It's gonna replace this. gonna replace this. Once these are done, they're done, and then it's gonna be the Smart Rider games versus the Smart Rider training drills. So it's gonna be fun. And then I was thinking, guys, because like we got a few people on Instagram. They've reached out to me. The Smart Riders, if you're in here, buddy. The Smart Riders, they're creating a team. There's a women's riding group in Temecula, California, that got the drills, and they want to start doing stuff, and they want to kind of create their own team. And then I was thinking, maybe meeting up with, or at least doing like, some virtual stuff, whatever it is, with some riding groups. That'd be a lot of fun. Some of the Moto Gymkhana guys, maybe like reaching out to some of them, seeing how they would like to see how they would do, because I'm sure they're amazing. They'd be amazing at what they're doing. So I'm excited about it. But 15,000 kilometers on your first bike in the first year? Yeah, I did about like 15,000 miles on mine. It was, oof, the first year. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Like, did you guys get the drills? Did you guys get the drills? Because they're still up. Let me go ahead and I'll send you guys the link if you haven't got them yet. Because they're free. So those are the drills I linked in the chat. Go ahead, download them. Have some fun. I'm doing great, my moto. On a personal note, let's go ahead and pause the music here. I mean, this week has been week and a half has been pretty intense. Ever since coming back from snowboarding, like right now my lower back's a little bit sore. And then you guys, I think some of you guys know from my past, I was married and I had stepkids and whatnot. And the oldest stepkid, the stepson, just turned 18 yesterday. That's pretty cool. Posted that on my story, but that was for close friends. So, wished him happy birthday and whatnot. So that was that. Just kind of hanging out with my friends, hiking, working out, shaving my beard, enjoying my time. What did everybody else do this weekend? Weather finally got nice enough in East Tennessee to do a little riding. Got about an hour and a half a couple days ago. Very therapeutic. Nice. I'm glad you got that. 49 likes. There's 74 of you in here. We're going to jump into class once we get, let's say 75 likes. Let's get to 75 likes. So 26 more likes. Took your puppy to puppy school. Oh, very nice. Very nice. 25 more likes, guys. Went riding. Good lesson. Passed her BRC. Watched Premier League football. Very nice. Diamond painting? What is that? Just got a new job at Honda as a mechanic. Very nice. Grew your beard a little bit. Slept, turned food into waste. Watched some movies. Okay. I bought an Xbox a little while ago, like a week and a half ago, and it was mainly just so that my buddy and I can play the Halo Master Chief Collection. And last night we played Halo. We were playing Halo Reach. We're going through like the storyline versus like when they released, and we got through a couple missions. We just finished the one where that big dude dies on that big ship. But I haven't played in a while. Having some fun there. Rally WRC is coming back to the States. Ooh, that'd be cool. 54 likes, guys. 55. Let's get 20 more. We're gonna head into class. Some of you guys are getting the booklet. Very nice. Screw it. Let's get in the class, but we're not gonna start. Wishing the 343 storylines are as good as Bungie's. I know, right? I mean, I do have Halo 4 and Halo 5 too, so we're gonna do that. Oh, I'll take the elevator, guys. Oh, what is up, everybody? Let's get that music back on just a little bit. Hope everybody's having a good day today. How do you know what type of bike you want? Basically, you know, it's kind of like what kind of car you want, or what vehicle you want, any of that kind of stuff. What are you going to do 80% of the time? What are you going to do 80% of the time? Are you going to ride on the street 80%? Then probably get a street bike. I mean, dual sport bikes are pretty cool, but unless you're doing 50-50 on an off-road, it's not really. But if you're going to do like 80% off-road, maybe a dirt bike or even dual sport. But if you're going to be on the street most time, a street bike. And if you like to kind of sit back a little bit, cruiser. If you like to be a little more aggressive, faster acceleration, which can be kind of boring sometimes for me. You might want to get a sport bike. There are some sport bikes that are more easy with the handlebars up. So it's mainly just like, what are you going to use it 80% of the time? So just like a vehicle, hey, I'm going to be hauling stuff all like 80% of the time, or it's a work thing. So maybe a truck. If you're going to be hauling people around, a van. If you just want to get good gas mileage, and that's all you care about, you're just commuting to work and back, and that's it. Maybe a car. You know what I mean? So 80% of the time. 80%. 60 likes, guys. Let's get 15 more. We're going to go ahead and get started. We do have 2 crash videos here. If you are interested, one second, let me go ahead and grab this. Once again, the link in the description. Actually, it's not even in the description anymore. It's linked in the chat now. It's a little bit, scroll up a little bit. You get those free demo drills. But before we kind of jump into it, we do have, there's a sale going on starting tomorrow, not right now. A sale going on tomorrow, not right now, for the Cardo Pack Talk. It's not announced yet. So I got an email last week, and I've been kind of waiting for this weekend because I want to get you guys a good discount. So tomorrow till the 16th, and it's linked at the top. From February 7th to the 16th, there will be a 22% off sale for Cardo. So you know how this goes. We record these videos. They go out on Saturday, Sunday. That's during the sale. It's basically a Valentine's Day sale. 22% off. All you have to do is click the link in the description. So if you're looking to get a Cardo and you're thinking about getting it today, wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow because it's usually a 10% discount. Now it's 22% discount. I don't know why 22 though. Why do you guys think 22? It's kind of it's a random number. 22% discount for, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. Let's make sure the audio works. Yep, you guys can hear that. Cool. 22 because 0 was broken. What? 65 likes. Valentine's for 222. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. 66 likes. Let's get 11 more likes, guys, and we're gonna get started. Once again, the sale's going on. You can get the demo drills for free still. I think there's like what we said, 559. Sorry, I got distracted. We still have a few rescue packs. So if you want to grab yourself a trauma kit, we still have a few of these still left. After these are sold out, I'm not selling them anymore just because it's kind of a pain in the ass to put together. I'm going to be focusing mainly on the books and the motorcycle riding and then kind of teaching that stuff. You guys can get trauma kits yourself. I'll make a video or a couple posts, maybe some newsletters about what to put in your kit and how to use it. But for the most part, I'm not going to be making those anymore. I do have a few other things that I will be selling that are trauma related, but mainly it's going to be the books. We got the Smart Rider games coming out, so that's going to be fun. 68 likes, guys. We're going to get started in about 7 more likes. Make sure you guys kind of get in, hit that like button. That's how you sign into class and get credit. I don't know what it's for, but it makes me feel better when you guys get there. I want an adventure, but I'm scared of the weight. It does balance out a little bit. It is a little scary when you're stopped. That's why you practice your slow speed drills. Naked bikes are good. I like naked bikes just because They're a little bit more upright. You're not kind of leaning forward so much. 250 dual sport to, oh, you got it to 90 miles per hour? Jeez. What kind of dual sport do you got? I do want a TW200. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I do want another bike, but I don't think I'll get another bike until probably next year. If the games kind of take off, I would love to do that. But I want to get a 2-up seat for my Honda Rebel 500. But there's not much. There's not much out there. There's not much out there other than like the Mustang and the Corbin. But I want to get a sissy bar. And there's not much there. What to put in your trauma kit? That would be amazing. Well, screw it. Let's just go ahead and let's do this. Let's go ahead and describe what we do, what we got here. Did that once. I'll go ahead and hit the record button. I'll make a quick video. How about that? You want to do that? Alex Perez? Let's just do it right now. Let's do it live. So let's get a good background. Get somebody. Let's do that. Let's see. Maybe there's somebody hurt. That'd be bad, actually. Maybe a better visual. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Screw it, we'll do it live. All right, let's hit that record button. 3, 2, 1. All right, so what should you put in your trauma kit? We do have rescue packs here, but if you want to make your own, you just need a bag. I use a fanny pack for the most part, and I keep it in my van, and then I kind of take it off and I ride with it. But what you're going to want is stuff for bleeding control. So part of the rescue is remaining calm. So that's going to be more of that mental stuff. So you're going to want to tell someone to call 911 or you call 911, but remain calm. So do some box breathing because it's going to be an amped up situation, kind of like doing this right here. And then you want to ensure your own safety, mainly because you don't want to be part of the incident. Okay, so you don't want to get hit by a vehicle, so look for hazards. Also, make sure you wear some nitrile gloves. With the rescue pack, you can order what kind of gloves you have, but you can get a whole box of them. Use them for when you do maintenance on your bike anyways. Get them the size that you need. But put a few in your trauma kit so that way you don't get any bloodborne pathogens or anything like that. Keep your helmet on, visor, protect your eyes and everything like that. But mainly stop major bleeds. That's going to be the big one here when it comes to motorcycle crashes, because major bleeds, somebody bleeding out, not a good thing, and it's very preventable. You can be sitting on, after a crash like this, and then there's bleeding out before EMS shows up, or firefighters, paramedics, whatever, and stopping the bleed. They could have survived. It's a very preventable thing. So what I have in my trauma kit is I have at least one tourniquet. So I like to have 4 in my fanny pack because you have 2 arms, 2 legs. And then maybe one person crashes, 2 people crash, 3 people crash, and they have one has a laceration on one arm, another one has it on the leg. You want to have multiple, but at least having one is good because you can apply direct pressure and then you can pack the wound with some of other things like roll gauze, which we have in here. So I have at least one tourniquet. I have multiple roll gauze in here. You could have some of the quick clot type stuff that works great, but mainly what you're trying to do is pack the wound so that you can put pressure on that bleeding vessel. Inside the rescue pack, we do have the rescue card, which is right here. So you can just kind of look at it, know what it is, so you can kind of stay focused if you forget what you're trying to do. I like to have an emergency thermal blanket, okay, like a space blanket. Keep them warm, especially if it's cold out. You want to keep them warm. It also works really well to kind of block views of things, just in case it's kind of a really bad one. And then inside here, I do have a lot of sterile gauze. So these are called 4x4s. So they're just basically like 4 inches by 4 inches, 3.5 by 3.5, whatever it is. And basically what it is just a nice little thing here. And that's good for like if it's a small laceration for any like venous bleeding or capillary bleeding, you can put that on there and then you can wrap it with one of these roll gauze. So it's kind of like a little boo-boo kit type of a thing. So I have about like 3 or 4 of those inside. In my actual fanny pack, I have a lot more because I carry a lot more. And then also I like to have these abdominal pads. They're called 5x9s. Basically, it's like a women's pad, just really big. It's very absorbent. Same thing, if you're bleeding out a lot, you can put that on there too. You can wrap it. It's really good for bleeding control, just like minor bleeding control. But if they're having arterial spray, you're going to want to put a tourniquet high and tight. It's called a hasty tourniquet. Put it up there nice and high and tight. Cinch it down. Use the windlass to cut it off, the blood flow, not the arm. And there's lots of ways to do it. You can Google it. You can find it on YouTube. I do have instructional videos on Motorcycle Training Concepts YouTube channel for that. Also, I have a triangular bandage. So it usually comes with 2 in here, and it's a nice long bandage. You can make a sling and swath. So if they do have like a broken collarbone, I want to keep them comfortable. So I'm going to make a sling and swath. Once again, Motorcycle Training Concepts, there is a whole video series on how to use this kit. So very, very important. That's what I have in there. Also, a nice little Sharpie so you can write down the time when you put the tourniquet on when you're stopping that major bleed. Trauma shears. I like to have some trauma shears because once you do like a rapid trauma assessment on the arms, legs, chest, abdomen, everything, and you find some blood and they have their gear on, cut that gear off so you can get to the injury site and then stop that major bleed. That's super duper important because if you don't, they're just gonna keep bleeding out. That's it. You can't really put, gauze on top of their clothing and stop the bleed. So you're gonna want to stop that. That's pretty much what I have inside my kit. I have a bunch of like the extras. So I have like multiples of everything just in case something does fail. But that's what I have in my trauma kit. Very simple. And if you don't feel comfortable, doing all these major like controlling bleed type things, just do at least these first 2. Remain calm, ensure your own safety. That's really it. If you don't want to put a tourniquet on because you're kind of scared, put a lot of pressure on that bleeding wound and don't let go. Okay. You want to keep it there for like 5-10 minutes. You want to put some pressure. So if you're pushing really hard and you're starting to get tired, put your knee on top of them. They're on the ground. Put your knee on top of the wound and kind of put your weight into it. What you're trying to do for that long is to create that clotting going on. You want to shut off that blood vessel, create the clotting. Don't take off until somebody shows up. Okay, so that's what I have in my kit. I have a bunch of extra stuff in my fanny pack. I wish I brought it in here, but this is a great question on the live stream. So I'll see you guys on the next live stream. So there it is. Nice little, there it is. That's what I have in my trauma kit. Hopefully that answered your question. You're welcome. You're welcome, Harry. Yeah, that's what I have in there, and that's what's inside the rescue pack. Also, when you get the rescue pack, you get the rescue booklet, which does come with instructions on what to do. And that's the QR code for everything that's in the rescue pack. All right. 79 likes. We're going to get started. Let's jump into this. Let's see. Is this the first one? Make sure it's the first one. Okay. Let's get that music. Get that music back on. Oh, I got to get my pen out. Make sure we have the pen. Yeah, I'll just post that. I'll post that video. It's a great clip. It's very good. Thanks for the question. Big Boy Super Light 200. Oh, interesting. Marketing names. Almost dragged my knee on the ground as well. What's up, Dan with the baby beard? Yeah, got a little baby beard. If you're just now joining, make my neck look longer. No. Trim the beard a little bit. I like it. His new Tinder look. No, not on Tinder. No. It's like the bottom. It's the bottom. No. No. 82, like 100 of you in here. A beard stream now. I need to get Manscaped as a sponsor. You get Manscaped as a sponsor. I mean, everyone else uses them. I don't use them, but I wouldn't mind getting a free beard trimmer. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Which bet did I lose? No bets. Somebody recommend, hey, somebody was like, hey, I want to see your face, or I wonder what it looks like. And I'm like, you know what? It'll grow back in 3 days. You know, down here. Might as well. I have to trim it every 45 minutes. You'll see it grow during the live stream. So might as well try it out. And I liked it. I liked it. Got a bunch of compliments on the Instagrams. Yeah, I don't take care of the hair. I do use a little bit of soap or a shampoo and conditioner, but just so little now. I save so much money. Should have shaved completely and confused the crap out of everyone. Then I'd be shiny everywhere. I don't know. Be blinding kids from down below, blinding like pilots from the sky. I mean, that's already a problem. I can't walk by, airports anymore. Been banned. 3 days. Yeah, sworn. All right, guys, 86 likes. We're gonna get started. Here we go. All right. We do have the ad read at the very beginning. You know how that goes. Let's go ahead and get the actual cardo. All right, so 3, 2. I'm gonna start making Instagram reels again too. I've been focused on editing the other stuff. So 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Dan the Fireman here. We're gonna get started, but there is a sale going on with Cardo, 22% off Cardo units. Make sure you guys grab one. The sale is gonna last from February 7th to the 16th. Use the link in the description. That'll get you the 22% off. So go ahead and jump in there. Talk to your buddies. Maybe some of these people could prevented crashes if they just talk to each other like this. Let's go ahead and see, yeah, like that. Let's see if that's going to be the case. We're going to be going over the plan method. If you don't know what the plan method is, and this is an educational video. So the plan method is position for safety, locate any hazardous situations, assess any relevant threats, and navigate active threats. Basically, you're going to put yourself in a good position so that you can actually have good line of sight, space cushions, and at least one escape route. I like to have 2. And then we're going to be locating patterns. So side of the vehicle, we're going to look for open lane patterns. We're going to describe some of those if they do pop up here. Assessing if they're relevant threats, because sometimes not everyone's a threat. But once they become one, you have to navigate. So good emergency braking, good emergency swerves, or even emergency acceleration to get yourself out of those situations. Let's take a look and see what happens here.
We will start with a situation in which the driver, without any signaling, tested the attention of these fast-moving bikers.
Okay. So good escapes. We're going faster than the flow of traffic. Once again, a lot of the situations that we see in some of these videos are people putting themselves in that situation. If you're going too fast for the flow of traffic, you're going to have to deal with a lot of swerving, braking, and then maybe even emergency acceleration. So if you just go with the flow, you're not going to have a lot of these problems. But when we talked about open lane pattern right here, that vehicle that's pulling out into our lane, they didn't want to be stuck behind the slower vehicle in front of them, so they moved over. So we have a lot of issues with inattentional blindness. A lot of car drivers don't see other motorcyclists because they're looking for other car drivers. Our brain shuts off what it doesn't need to know, especially in a very high speed situation like this. A lot of stuff going on. It shuts off what is not important to them. And there's 95% of the roadway users are cars, trucks, semis, and whatnot. Only 4 to 5% is going to be motorcyclists. So the brain kind of shuts it off. So yeah, they do that. They should be looking in their blind spots. They should be looking at, but if we're going super fast, we're going to catch up to them quick. Maybe they saw us way back there. Oh, I can move over. We get up there quick. So once again, problems are going to be, going a little bit too fast. And then having to escape in between, okay. And then having to escape to the left, okay. But we could have just went the speed limit. We're going 105 and a 60. So just go the speed limit. You're not going to have issues. If you're going to get onto the shoulder, get off the shoulder as quick as possible. There's so much road debris. You're going to hit something with that front tire, and it's going to cause an issue. So get yourself back over as quick as possible. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's see. So corners, that's going to be an orange stage situation. They are threats. Usually motorcyclists will either crash into another vehicle, like a left turn or an intersection. So orange stage, if you don't know what that is, these are the color code awareness stages. It's going to put you in that vibe, that mindset of I should be paying attention. Typically you're in yellow stage and you're just zoned in, kind of relaxing. But then when you come up to a corner or an intersection where most motorcyclists crash, you're going to have to be in that a little bit more alert. Kind of like, what's going on here? That's that relevant threat. The situation is that relevant threat. Navigate it well. So coming up into a corner, you're going to want to do slow look, press, and roll. It's going to be the simplest thing ever. Slow down before the corner. You're going to look through the turn, and you're going to press to initiate counter steering or to steer through it, and then you're going to roll in the throttle when you're on your way out, just like you do in a car. So you're going to come through here. going a little too fast into the corner, you're going to get shot outside. So at this point, use your focal vision. Target fixation is not a problem. Target fixation is a tool. If you're target fixated here, that's where you're going to go. Okay, if you target fixate, not on the guy, but maybe over, let's go ahead and delete that part. Focus on the exit, and you're going to go towards the exit. Roll off the throttle. Just roll it off a little bit more turning. Look where you need to go. You'll get through it. If you go way too fast, you're probably not going to get through it anyways. And that's why, as a smart rider, we're acquiring and using personal protective equipment. Okay, that's why we have it, just in case everything else fails. You should be seeking and recognizing and maintaining your fundamental skills, but just in case something happens, acquire and use that gear to prevent a lot of things, and then also rescue. Okay, rescue. Let's go ahead and get through this. Good thing he made it through, though. Same thing, intersect. Whoa, what happened here? Render frames. Okay. Maybe we're in an aquarium. I don't know. Going through a corner. He crashed his bike. It was a low side. Dumped it. If you can, rescue your buddy. Check for any major bleeds. Pull off to the side. Remain calm. Very good. All right, here we go. Move on to the next one.
Had no chance against the approaching 10, which was completely covered with ice.
Completely covered with ice. Okay, can't see that. Oh. So, can't really prevent that one. Got some black ice on the road. Nice and thin. It's going to be slippery, so road surface hazards are going to be a problem with that. And this is why we wear gear, just in case we fell down. Okay, so not much he could have done. Sometimes it happens. Look at that. Can't really prevent that one. You couldn't see it. He's got full gear. Very good. Shut off the bike. Make sure we're not going to get hit by any other vehicles. Keep looking. I wouldn't be worried too much about that. I want to get my bike out of the road, or at least on the side of the road, and then start picking up stuff. Okay, so visibility, road surface hazards, all the stuff when it comes to rain riding, so be very careful. You get hypothermia too, so watch out for that. Let's see what happens. So a little bit slippery, same thing. Ooh, hitting the guardrail is not good either. So taking it nice and easy around corners with that road surface. All right, Harley down. Oh, leaned a little too hard. Wear some gear. Hopefully his left leg is doing fine. At least it wasn't on the right side, because then you would mess up the exhaust. Okay, so what happened? What happened here? Let's take a look. So we're going through a corner. Once again, orange stage, prepped and ready for anything. There's going to be some gravel. There's going to be a few things. Especially with a cruiser bike, if you lean it too far, I mean, the clearance is like 3 to 5 inches. You're going to start hitting that the pegs, because it usually or forward controls or mid controls. If it's mid controls, you're really going to hit those pegs, and that's going to cause some issues. Might grab your foot. It's going to launch you back, and it's going to make you fall down. So when we're leaning like this, not good. Not good. So what you want to do is use a little bit of that counterweight, go through the corner a little bit easier, keep the bike more upright. So you're going through the corner like this, right? You're coming up to the corner like this, and you're going to turn left. So instead of leaning left and pushing the bike down, which you're going to hit that peg, keep it a little bit more upright and then lean your body and then turn a little bit. That's going to make it to where the balance is going to be a little bit better and the bike's going to be more upright. It takes a little bit more practice. Go on the road, practice a little bit. You can actually practice it with your Smart Rider drills in a parking lot, some slow speed stuff. So check that out. Links in the description for the shop. And so once we hit that, our foot got caught, we got launched back, and then we did a little low side. And then everything happened. So take it easy through those corners. If you go slower, you're not going to have to lean the bike as much. And when I say slow, I'm not saying 5 miles an hour. I'm saying like 15. But if we're accelerating through, trying to make that corner, we could have some issues. All right, shift knob's a little bent up. Oh, geez. All right. Let me guess. We're going to have to rescue. Oh, we're doing a wheelie with no gear. What's going to happen? Oh, somebody right in front of us. No shirt. Why you stopped? Yeah, you don't expect somebody to be stopped in a group ride like that. Hopefully his shin is doing fine. Oh, he just dropped the bike. Somebody else crashed in front of him. Maybe that's why he stopped. So in these big mob rides, you're having to dodge little dum-dums here and there. So that's why I like staggered group rides that are more structured. All right, blurring out the speedo. we got a corner coming up ahead. It's going to turn left. Okay, so you see how you can't really tell? That's going to be a big problem. If we're speeding into this and you don't know the curve of the corner, you're going to be set up for failure on that one. That's part of planning, is that you're positioning for safety, which means you're making sure your speed is the appropriate speed. Locate this hazardous situation. Is it a threat? We don't know yet. That's why I like to position myself better. And we're not going to crash because somebody else crashed. So why would somebody be right here before the turn, right? Well, they were coming this way. And they went a little too wide, so a little too fast. So kind of got a reverse image on this one.
No.
So we're going to have to rescue, right?
Ah, ça va?
Oh, holding the abdomen. So that's called guarding. So he's guarding his abdomen. And that's where the pain is at. You want to check for any laceration. So unzip that. Check underneath and see if there's any bleeding. And then you can do some bleeding control if there is any.
Oh non. T'as mal où?
So some gear, not much. You got some motorcycle boots, maybe, yeah, jacket, probably. Oh, his lower back hurts. Going a little too fast.
Oh,
Yeah, if you want to get the bike out, that's cool and all. A little more concerned about the guy.
c'est bon.
You're going to have to take it out of gear. Yeah, loosen everything up. Unzip the jacket. All right, moving on. All right, intersection is going to be that orange stage. What's going on? What's going on here? Yeah, so somebody's pulling out roundabout, right? So we're paying attention to that. So all you have to do is slow it down a little bit, move over. Not a big deal. Happens all the time. Don't worry too much. Let them in. They're going to win. Ooh, that's a good one. Let them in. They're going to win. Oof. All right, having some fun with the dual sport. And we're a little too fast. Couldn't make the turn, but thankfully there's no cliff or guardrails. Having fun with buddies. That's good. All right. Chevron's indicating it's a sharp left turn. The closer they are, the sharper it is. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Going through the corner. Increasing speed, not too bad. We have somebody in our lane, headlights. Found the escape, got ourselves out of there. We got another corner. I think that was the incident right there. Nope, never mind. We go ahead and hit something. You see that front end kind of dive down at last second? So right there, we lost traction on that front tire. 69. Nice. So either we applied too much front brake, caused that front tire to kind of lock up, drop the bike, or we hit a road surface hazard. Either way, for those situations, if we hit the brake, don't hit it that hard. Road surface hazard, can't really see because the compression or whatever. If it's a road surface hazard, you can't really prevent it other than trying to avoid it if you can see it. Either way, if we crash the bike, we need some gear. We need some gear. You see how we're tumbling all over the place? That's why with motorcycle gear, you have armor in the knees, the shoulders, the back, the elbows, and you have abrasion resistance with that gear. So when you are sliding, you're not ripping your skin off. So very good.
The driver slowed down when he saw the deer, but for some
Saw the
reason,
deer.
the biker didn't notice it at
Oh, look on the bottom right, everybody. That whole layer down thing. So just like in that corner, if we slam the brake in the corner, we could drop the bike. If we're slamming the front brake and we're locking up the front tire, this is the whole layer down thing. I had to layer down.
deer, but for some unknown
So progressive braking,
reason, he didn't notice.
or swerving out of the way. If you can't stop in time because your total stopping distance isn't good enough, then you're going to have to swerve.
It at all. One can
So
only
swerve is a
see the
tool, guys.
but
Braking
as he got
is
out,
not the only thing you can do to prevent an accident. You can swerve out of the way too. So overall, pretty terrible situation. Thankfully, he's walking. That's a good sign. It means his heart's working, his lungs are working, his circulatory system's working. There's the whole layer down thing. And that's got to hurt us, the camera guy, with our back. Nice little whiplash, maybe some lower back pain. He's just checking on his buddy. He doesn't care about his bike. That's pretty good. That's another thing, is that if the guy in the front could have told the guy in the back if they had a cardo unit, which once again, guys, there's a sale going on February 7th to the 16th for 22% off. You can say, hey, there's deer. There's deer up ahead. Now, if they don't know each other, then obviously you can't communicate with that. All right, go crest of the hill. Watch out. There's a corner right there. Very good. Chevrons indicating sharp left. Very good. Navigate this. Just kidding. You didn't. And we dumped the bike and we crashed. Okay, overall pretty bad. Let's take a look at his knee. Look at his knee. See if I can get a good frame that's not blurry. All ripped up. All ripped up. And those are impacts too. Those are impacts. So you're going to have a nice little impact on that patellar tendon. You're going to have some ACL, maybe meniscus tears, something. And that's where motorcycle gear will definitely help with that. Yeah. Tore up. That's why you got to get some gear, guys. It could have been a road surface hazard. Why did it happen? You know? Navigate these corners a little bit easier. Lane splitting, you have some issues. You can't swerve left or right. You can only really accelerate or decelerate. Why? What? Why you say that? Not a big deal. I don't want to be behind one of the cement trucks. They do drop some aggregate sometimes when they hit a bump. So once again, paying attention. A little bit orange stage. Watch out. Find a way to merge if you can. Person's kind of creeping up. That's fine. Probably couldn't see because of the sign. Moving up a little bit. Yeah, a can't. Yeah, I'm a can't. I don't get it. Not a big deal. You're lane splitting. You're getting in between traffic. Now we're up here. You're in between traffic. Not a big deal.
Move back, you.
Not a big deal.
What are you doing?
Well, you're taking your time. You're focused on them when they're focused on trying to get to work. Focus on the road. Not a big deal. Got some gear, having some fun. Watch up ahead. There's brake lights. So how they're yelling at each other, talk on your cardos. You don't have to yell at each other. You can focus on the road in front of you. All right, some slow speed stuff. Practice your drills. They decided to go that way. There's a curb. You're going to jump the curb. Good job. Yeah, jumping that curb might have been a bad idea. Thought you could make it. Probably could if you went more straight, but I wouldn't have tried that. I would have just kept going. Talking to each other, listening to music together.
This rider panicked seeing the car coming from the opposite direction. Unfortunately, high speed and cornering braking straightened the bike at the...
Yeah, look at the road. Oh, geez. Look at the road surface, too. Oh, good job lifting your leg up, though. Last second. Because that side impact could have fractured your tib fib. Easy. All right, going a little too fast in the corner. Look at the road surface hazards. So when we talk about positioning and locating hazard situations, this is a hazardous situation right here. So if you're going to have a lot of these potholes, water, it's a kind of a muddy road, don't go so fast around the corners. I get it, we have a dirt bike, but still don't go too fast around a blind corner because we have a line of sight issue. Line of sight issue is going to we don't know what's around the corner. There is a car.
And the bike at the oncoming driver.
But good job last second thinking. Lift that leg up because that right leg smashed. And now we got to deal with that. Are you going to try to take off? All right. The Fat and Furious one. That's a nice name. All right, here we go. We got a deer probably. This looks like a deer problem. Okay, come on. What's happening? Nice music, by the way. Lost his camera. Lost his camera. Not a big deal. All right, moving on to this one. We got side of the pedestrian. All right, somebody did crash up ahead, so see if we can rescue them. Remain calm yourself. They're talking on the cardos. Link in the description for a discount. Ensure your own safety. Make sure you don't get hit by another vehicle. And if you can, stop any major bleeds. If you do have a trauma kit, double check. See what you can do. He's walking wounded. Not a big deal. That's pretty good, though. But make sure you don't get hit yourself.
What happened? I took it too wide. I took it, and it went wide, and then I was like, stood it up, and I slowly went to a stop, and
so a little too fast in the corners, took it a little bit wide. So once again, part of planning You want to position for safety, so you're coming up to a corner, you can't see too well, or it's maybe a little bit outside your skill set. Go ahead and slow it down a little bit because you're locating that hazardous situation. You're navigating yourself back into a good position of slowing down. Slow look, press, and roll, guys. Slow through the first, when you get to the turn. If it looks like you can add more speed, go ahead and initiate a little bit more throttle. So good job trying to pull it out. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, here we go.
It's a soft dirt.
Okay, here we go. So nighttime, some vision hazards, lots of lights, a little bit weird. Side of the vehicle, they're going to kind of creep out. You're not going to win this. Law of gross tonnage, you're not going to win. Let's move on to that. So nice little slow speed maneuver. Watch out for any kids. Watch out for any vehicles pulling out. This is a residential neighborhood. Should be going about 25, 35, depending on what the speed limit is. What do we got here? Intersections coming up, so we're going to be a little bit orange stage, kind of prep for any vehicles wanting to pop out. We do have a green light, stale though. Okay. Wasn't anticipating that. Was not anticipating that. Got very lucky. Got very lucky. Still green lights. That's what I'm talking about on that one. It's going to turn yellow soon, so be kind of careful with that. We have a line of sight issue to the left and to the right, kind of creep out. I do talk about it sometimes when I'm in a haunted house, and especially if I'm with other people. I'm going to let them kind of get in front of me so that they're the ones that get scared. But when I'm coming around those corners, I'm making sure I'm like looking real quick, and then I go. Just in case. I don't want to get a jump scare. So that's what I'm doing when it comes to intersections like this. I'm coming up to the intersection a little bit slower, especially with these line of sight problems. Car, motorcycle, whatever it is. And then looking both ways real quick. Hand on the front brake, foot like hovering the brake in the car, just in case I have to slam the brakes. In case I have to do progressive braking. So we have this issue. At this point, if you do apply good progressive braking because you saw it, that's when your perception reaction time needs to be quick. That's why you practice in a parking lot. Practice every single stoplight. Squeeze a little bit, front weight pressure, squeeze more. Hopefully that would have prevented this. But there's that nice little impact right at the end. Oof. So as a smart rider, everybody, acquire and use personal protective equipment just in case. He's got full gear. That's very good. Looks like he's on his way to work. He's got his tie. He's got his jacket, or I'm sorry, he's got his jacket underneath. He's got a nice little button up under there. Very nice. I like the color. Oh, that's not a tie. It's just a bag. So somebody's out there rescuing him. That's very good. The link for the free drills is going to be in the chat right here. There you go.
Thanks for watching till the
Oh, you're welcome, MotoStars. Thank you guys for watching this first video. This is going to be up Saturday. Once again, there is that sale going on for 22% off Ricardo Pack Talks. Grab yourself a slice of pizza. I'll see you guys on the next live stream, Thursdays, typically at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'll see you guys later. All right, so that was the first video, guys. That was the first video. We're going to be jumping to the next one. We do have another one. 140 of you in here, but only 95 likes. Guys, sign into class. That's how you get credit for today's class. In fact, let's go ahead. Can we get the donuts in here? I feel like a donut. I had pizza last night. This is some leftover stuff. I mean, it's Costco pizza. It's pretty good. Can we get some donuts in here? I'd like to get some donuts. Let's go ahead and do that. What do you guys like? Do you guys like sprinkles? Do you like maple? Do you like chocolate? I think we can get all those. Boston cream. Yeah, go ahead and grab the pizza. Go ahead and take it on the way out. We got the donuts in here. Oh, very nice. Guys, go ahead and grab some donuts. Smells good. Enjoy. Smells good. Grab yourself a donut. Oh, an old fashioned. Very nice. We do have sushi. We haven't brought that out in a while. We're going to jump into this next video. Once again, if you're just now joining the live stream, there is a sale going on right now for the Ricardo Pack Talk. You see, this is the duo. So if you can go halvesies with your buddy, get a discount, 22% off starting tomorrow to the 16th. You have everything you need. You guys can talk to each other. I love the Ricardo Pack Talk Edge. It's a great unit. That's what she said. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not for some of you guys. No donuts for you. I'm almost I need to water fast for a year. No, that's gonna be tough. Go on carnivore. Try it out. I loved it. I did it for a month. Dropped about 10 pounds for my size. And honestly, great energy throughout the day. I did dream about donuts like 3 times. Like they were like nightmares. All right. I'm on keto, no donuts. Yeah. And then I slowly added carbs back in and feel great. Apple fritters are nice too, Angel Cat. I agree. Plain glazed. I've been into cake donuts lately. Yeah, the donuts, the maple bars grew legs and arms and are chasing me. Yeah, it was pretty bad. We're gonna jump into this next one. Let's take a quick look at the intro. Let's see what we got here. This is an older video. So speed wobbles, okay, low side. Got a little crash right there. A little mob ride crash. I'm corny. Who said that? Okay, you can go out there, go out the doors, turn left, walk down about 20 feet, turn left again, and that's the exit, okay? Says I'm corny. Jeez. Whatever. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. We're going to be jumping into this next video. Yeah, I'm corny. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. All right, let's hit that record button. You guys know how this goes. So 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. Before we jump to this video, there is a sale going on for the Cardo Pack Talk Edge. You want to grab yourself one. You know, grab yourself one with a buddy. This is the duo version. You get 2 of these, 2 different headset. Basically, you can start talking to each other, listening to music. Maybe it's your girlfriend. I don't know, boyfriend? Cool. Get the Pack Talk Edge. I absolutely love this thing. It's magnetic, waterproof, a bunch of different stuff. Check it out. Use the link in the description. Use that link. It's going to take you to the website. Pick whatever you want. 22% off. It's usually 10%, so now's the time to get one. Well, let's go ahead and jump into this video. We're going to be going over crashes and close calls, talking about the plan method. This is the method I developed. So position for safety. You're going to locate hazardous situations, assess relevant threats, and navigate active threats. When it comes to positioning for safety, you're looking for escape paths, good space cushions around you, and then also making sure you have a good line of sight. So putting yourself in position so you can see around those vehicles in front of you. Once again, thank you, MotoStars. This is a 2-year-old video, but we're going to go ahead and go over it.
In this situation, it looks as if
Let's see what happens here.
on the road contributed strongly to the trouble.
So road surface hazards.
Fortunately, he managed to control the bike.
Oh, hit a little bump. Lost a little bit on the front end. So you're not going to be able to grab on. You can see how it's like almost impossible. Thankfully, the bike stabilized itself with gyroscopic precession. I believe that's the appropriate term here. So how did this happen? So it's that road surface. It's nice and bumpy. So typically what you see here is the speed wobbles. That front suspension is doing this instead of doing this. And when it does this, it's attached to the handlebars and it's doing this. You're not going to be able to take control of that. So when it's doing this, why is it doing this? Well, you could have a fork steel problem with this front fork, and so then it's not really regulating with it. So it could be a maintenance issue. A lot of stunters, when they land the bike hard and the handlebars a little bit like this, which means the suspension is a little bit like this when it hits. Well, it's going to be like, actually, it's going to be like this when it hits, and when it does that, it's going to start doing that. So you see that with stunters. You're going to see it with, bumps like this, rails, whatever, curbs even. So you're gonna have issues with that. So don't go super fast over those. Go nice easy speed, especially if you're not maintaining your bike. And so that's what's happening here. It's just doing that. It's kind of scary. So as a smart rider, you're gonna acquire and use personal protective equipment just in case you crash. All right, here we go. Going through the corner. Oh, side of the vehicle. So finally we get a pattern side of the trailer. Good job with the emergency swerve. Get yourself out of there. So what we talk about when it comes to planning, okay, so we are looking for patterns. Our brain is really good at recognizing patterns before we can start using our prefrontal cortex to really make sense of what's happening. And so when we see like a pattern or an image, that's what's going to really kind of start our perception. So this is total stopping distance, but perception, reaction, and then braking distance. But you can do perception, reaction, swerve, perception, reaction, accelerate. So when we see this right here, we're going around a blind corner. This is why it's an orange stage situation. This is an educational live stream, everybody, by the way. I mean, go ahead and grab yourself a donut. They're actually pretty good. But we're in a class here, so we're actually talking about stuff. We're not just going over crashes and just having fun. We're learning. So we're going around this corner. It's the MTC awareness stages. Typically, we're in yellow stage. It's kind of zoned in. You don't want to zone out. A lot of people say I like to zone out when I'm riding. You're actually zoning into something, and you're not focused on all the other problems you have in your life. You're focused on the situation at hand. It's really good. It's kind of meditation. It's grounding. So when we do this, we're zoning in typically, but when we go around corners, going to intersections, we see these patterns, we go into orange stage. We're kind of hyper alert. Let's bring that back up. Hyper alert, ready to act just in case something's happening, especially when our vision is obscured by a corner like this. So you're kind of prepped for what's around this corner. So you're covering the front brake. You're not going super fast. And as soon as you see this pattern right here, oh crap, and you see him roll off the throttle a little bit. You see the kind of the camera move a little bit. That's really good. So good perception reaction. That person's coming out. That's that pattern that we got to watch out for. That's that side of the vehicle. Happens at intersections. This is kind of an intersection where you have a business or parking lot coming into the main road. So as soon as you see that, roll off the throttle, give it some good progressive braking, just to at least start that front tire traction so that you can swerve, you can brake better, you can do stuff better doing it that way. So we see this, start your navigating of active threats. So he swerved right, so he wasn't going to be able to stop in time, so he swerved right, very good. Maintain as much as the road you can, so ride that line or ride right next to that line as best you can, but use what you have. And then swerve yourself back on, because if you don't and you look back, which we typically see a lot of these people are like, hey, what the heck, dude? You're going to run into the hedge. Not good. So very good emergency swerve. So this is actually really good. Oh, time to rescue our buddy after that crash. Let's go back just a little bit. Why is the camera guy right here on the corner? Why are we trying to get our knee down? We're trying to do it for the gram, trying to have some fun, trying to get some good shots on this. But what do you typically have when it comes to something like this? A little bit of an ego. So we're going to push our skill set. We're going to push the risk for the cool picture. And that's going to put you in a bad spot. And so either get the skill level way high and then do something easy to look cool, or don't do it. Because if we're going to have a low skill level and really push ourselves, this is going to be something that's going to happen. So we gain some speed so we can have a higher lean angle, but the road kind of washed out. And then we dump the bike off the side of the cliff into the trees, and hopefully we're not impaled. So part of that is rescuing our buddy. First, we got to remain calm, do the O, maybe giggle a little bit. Call 911 if you really want to. It's not a bad idea. You can refuse service once they get there. It's not a big deal. That's what the services are there for. But you don't want to get hit yourself. And then if he is bleeding anywhere, make sure you stop those major bleeds. Please, guys, please. Do I still have the FTR? Yes, I do, but it's kind of out of commission, and I'm riding a Honda Rebel 500 at this point. All right, here we go.
It's as if the turn signal gave him priority, additionally pushing this rider off the road.
So that's an open lane pattern here. So we have an on-ramp right over here to my left. On-ramps are going to be orange stage. They are kind of like intersections. They're not going to be T or cross intersections. They're going to be merging areas. So normally when we're riding on the interstate, we can be zoned in, just kind of relaxing a little bit. Obviously looking for hazards because we're zoned in. If we're zoned out, we're not looking for hazards. The only time you're zoned out is when you're sleeping, maybe watching Real Housewives of Atlanta or something. I don't know. Whatever show you like. Or taking a dump. I don't know. But when we're out here riding, we want to be focused and zoned in. But once we're coming up to kind of like this merging area, You want to be in orange stage. You want to be prepped and ready for something. So this is an open lane pattern. We talked about the side of the vehicle pattern. This is an open lane pattern. So open lane is basically what's, we have an open lane. There's an open lane over here. We have a vehicle right here going slow, too slow for this vehicle. So they're just going to go into that open lane or go into this open lane. They're not checking their blind spot. Our blind spot, or their blind spot, is kind of where we're at. Once again, we have unintentional blindness problems. Not a good idea to kind of be hanging out into those blind areas. But they're going to just go ahead and move over. So when you see this open lane pattern, anticipate that they're probably going to do that. They should not do that. They shouldn't. But a lot of people do things they're not supposed to do. Okay? Even you. I know. You guys got some stuff. I know you guys got some stuff. So when you see that, roll off the throttle or switch lanes like he did. Accelerate out of there if you need to, if you can. And get on with it. Angry Ford owner. Okay. Let them. Let them. In fact, let them be further ahead. So roll off the throttle, let them be further ahead, because if they do eat crap and they crash into someone, you have a better space cushion. So you can avoid all the road debris that they're going to even make. I don't want to say a body, hopefully not, but a lot of road debris. You want to go ahead and give yourself that space cushion. Let them pass. Just let them go. Not a big deal. A car cuts over, seeing. Okay. A nice little 360 camera. Okay, somebody on the right speeding up a little bit. Oh, open lane pattern once again. So it can happen to car drivers. So it's very cool to see this from this point of view. So once again, open lane pattern right there. So we have this vehicle right here, not wanting to be stuck in all these lanes. They don't want to be over here. They see this open lane. They switch over. Now, why did they not see this vehicle if we're still talking about unintentional blindness? Because this vehicle is going super fast and it's dark out. So think of us as the car driver, but we're on a motorcycle. Or even if you're driving a car. Maybe speed is a factor in this close call. So maybe don't be speeding like crazy. If you're in that open lane, you see a bunch of stacked vehicles, be very aware that somebody might want to creep out. So take it easy till you get through. You're still in the fastest lane. Take it easy. Yeah. Having a good time. All right. Adam Squires.
Really lucky. The biker made
He's looking at them. He was looking at them.
Completely lost control of the.
And now you're gonna crash in front of them with your little rubber ducky. Did he hit the pole? Did he hit the pole? Oh, he got close. He got close. How cool would it be if he's like, hey, here's my number. Can you, I don't know. Anyways, going a little too fast in the corner, 116. I don't know if it's kilometers an hour. If it's miles per hour, it's way too fast. It's probably kilometers per hour. But that's still, you know, in America units, it's what, close to 60? It's close to 60 in America units? Close to 60. So he's going a little too fast for his skill set in the corner. So when you go fast, you're going to go straight. So in a corner, not good. In a corner, you're supposed to be turning. So you want to go at the speed that you are good at. Some people can do this speed, some people can't. So just do the speed that you can.
Lost control of the bike.
This is entirely preventable. About 70-ish. Yeah. I just like divided by 2. I know it's like 2.2, whatever.
Going full.
All right, road surface hazards. So this is the camera. You have water spots. Your visor, your face shield has water spots. So your visibility is going to be lower. It's going to be a little bit colder because you have that wind. Okay, so convection, it's going to remove some of the heat from your body. So you might get hypothermia, so your hands might start cramping up, which can mess up the primary controls. Then you also have road surface hazards here. So if it's within the first 30 minutes of the rain, you're going to have the water lift up the oils as a surfactant, and it's going to start rolling off to the side. So be very careful. Ride more in the middle if you can. but you're going to have some issues with traction. So your acceleration's going to be, try to do it a little bit slower. Your braking's going to take a little bit longer. Your total stopping distance is going to be a little bit longer. So you're going to have to be quicker on the move on that, but then understand that you're going to be taking a little bit more time to slow down, and your turning can be affected. So don't go as fast as possible. Get a pin lock in your visor, or in your face shield.
Come under me.
Oh, he's doing his own after action.
Across the road, and I got right back up.
Okay. Oh. One sec. Did you hear the pegs scrape?
Road, and I got right back up.
Okay, so leaning the bike a little bit too far for the corner. Maybe trying to keep up with their buddy that's talking crap to you on his Cardo Pack Talk, which you guys can get. Once again, the sale's 22% off. Probably talking crap like, hey, buddy, you're going a little too slow. And be like, hey, you know, F you. Maybe some mom jokes here and there. But just ride your own ride. Okay, if it's a little bit too fast for you, slow it down a little bit, catch up to him a little bit later on the straightaways. So we dump the bike, low-sided. Tell him, hey, I crashed. So they can make fun of you a little bit more. But acquire and use personal protective equipment just in case.
And there we have it. My ow. Yeah, that's what made us crack up. The ow. It was like I was questioning whether or not it really hurt. It was kind of funny. But yeah, I got up. I checked myself.
Natural reaction.
Sure, I was fine. I went over to check the bike. Yam came back
There
to
you
check
go.
up on me. We checked the bike out together. The bike was fine. I
Good.
did remember reading somewhere and also watching a video that was like, after a motorcycle crash, always check yourself, then check the bike.
I wonder if he watched my video. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, he's right. Check yourself before you check your bike. Your bike can be replaced. Your bike can be fixed. But, you know, you could be having a bleed and your adrenaline's pumping. Your heart rate is up. Your blood pressure, you know, your vasoconstriction. So your blood vessels are nice and, you know, narrow. So it's creating pressure on top of your heart rate's up. So you're bleeding out and you don't even know it because you have norepinephrine and all these other different stress hormones that are going through your body. You don't know. And before you know it, you start getting a little woozy and lightheaded and you pass out. So check your body first. So very good on the after action.
So that's exactly what I was doing.
Good. Oh, I think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's probably copyrighted music. Let's go ahead and mute that. So we're coming up to here. Nice little wheelie, little power wheelie, having some fun. And then I remember him hitting the brakes or something. Something broke. And then we have somebody here locking up that rear tire. Not good. Not good, because what's going to happen next? And we... Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Ooh. Hey, we went in reverse. Very cool. I didn't know bikes could do that. And then, yeah. So are we going to crash? No. He kept it up. He did put his foot down as a stabilizer. Not really going to help when you put your foot on the ground. It's going to launch it back, and it's going to cause you to lose balance. So very good. That was pretty good. Yeah, I wish I could have an undo in real life. Undo, redo.
Able to keep a safe distance from other road users.
Okay. Is that a bike lane? Like somebody in a different country? Is that? Should be doing that? It looks like no, it's not America. Is it? No. Okay, so cutting around. So that's a good. Come on, a little bit more. So that's a good position. Look on the far right. Okay, we're just gonna go over some positioning. The rest of this is probably kind of boring, but positioning for safety. I like to be a little bit off on this side more so, but on the sides of the vehicle. So we're on this side over here, right? But on the sides, look at your line of sight down here. So when we talk about positioning for safety, we are looking for good line of sight. We are looking for escape paths and a good space cushion. So if we're stuck in traffic like this, on the sides of these vehicles, you get all three. So you have a good line of sight right in front of you. See that arrow? Good line of sight in front of you. That is an escape path. You can use that to get yourself out of there. It's a lane splitting position. You can totally do it. Your bike can probably handle it. That's an escape path. And then also think of it as that's your space cushion. So just in case, like maybe this dum-dum, I don't know what the rest of the video is, maybe is hauling butt at you. You escape through that and you have that space cushion now. So this is actually pretty good. It's pretty good for positioning. Let's see what happens in the actual video though. Okay, takes your space to the left. That's an old Cardo unit, by the way. Cardo Pack Talk Bold. They don't sell those anymore. Great unit. I have a couple actually.
Can I help you?
It doesn't really bother me for the most part. It doesn't bother me when somebody kind of creeps up and takes that spot. So don't. What battles do you want to fight? You know? do you think it's going to be a low side? We have water on the road. Nighttime's not a big deal when it comes to the traction, but water on the road, maybe bald tires, maybe accelerating a little too hard. Let's see what happens. No? Okay, good. Oh, side of the vehicle. Very good. Very good. 1 second. You guys see that? Look at that dent. It's not his first time. Look at the dent right there. All right, so when we talk about patterns, we talked about that a little while ago. Talking about patterns when it comes to locating these hazardous situations, so part of the plan, right? Locating hazardous situations. That's the side of the vehicle right there. Intersection, possible T-bone, possible path of travel violation, absolute issue. They start coming out. Instead of rev bombing, which is what you're pulling in the clutch and then giving it throttle, that's not good. You're making noise. You're making your bike RPMs go high. If you dump that clutch, you're going to start taking off. You're removing your control of the bike. So instead of doing that, you could pull in the clutch. You could downshift on your left foot and then maybe do some progressive braking, let them in, or switch to the right lane. Still slow it down. You don't know if they're going to jump 3 lanes. Slow it down. Let them in. They're already in the road. You're going to hit them if you accelerate into them. And then they jump the curb. So, non-issue for the most part. Just watch out for that road surface, though. Another side of the vehicle right here, intersections. Once you see those lights, like the street lights for an intersection, go ahead and go in orange stage anyways. Nighttime, you're kind of jumping back and forth between orange and yellow stage. Overall, just be careful around that kind of stuff.
Man, what is it today? Is everyone...
Okay, so right here, another situation here. Don't park behind the vehicle. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't know if they're going to back up. That's happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to some of you. They back up into you, and you can't Flintstone it back quick enough. Park to the sides. Once again, you have better line of sight. You have an escape path, and if they do back up, you're not going to get hit. Also, if you're parked off on the sides, whatever, let's just say you're parked on the left. Let's just do that. You're parked on the left, and there's a vehicle coming up behind you and not paying attention because it's nighttime and they can't see, and maybe their windshield wipers are terrible and they haven't replaced them in like 3 years and it's all, the rubber's gone. And they just haul butt and smash into the back of this vehicle. Maybe your leg, that's your leg right there. It's like a golf club. Maybe your leg gets clipped, but your back isn't smashed in half or you're dead. You know what I mean? And if you see it ahead of time, escape as best you can over there. Escape kind of like doing this. Try that. Okay. Another side of the vehicle. I wouldn't rev bomb still. It's fine. Okay, a little open lane. Oh, geez. Good job with the progressive braking. You did it. All right, going through the corners, having some fun. I really want one of these bikes, guys, for the Smart Rider games. Oh, a little bit of a low side, though. It's got full gear, full leathers, good abrasion and thermal protection. Because when you do slide, you're creating friction, so that thermal transfer is lessened with leathers. A little mod ride. I don't want to be that car. I hate it when I'm that car and there's these mod rides happening. Oh, geez. What's up, buddy? It's pure chaos. Pure chaos. It's just not good. You're having to avoid not just road surface hazards and cars, but each other. Oh, render error. So a little bit too fast. So we're getting off. It's a sharp right turn. Going a little too fast, getting on the off ramp. So slow your best right here. Do your best to slow down right here. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Went off wide. Maybe his vision got obscured because of the green. Oh, I thought I said Hayabusa. It's a Super Hawk. Nice music. Motostars back in the day. All right. What else do we got? We moving on? Let's move on. Okay. We're almost there. All right, lane filtering.
Mom.
Oh, geez. Nice little clippage. I gotta turn off these notifications.
Are ceva? Scuze.
So if that happens,
Nu se vede nimic de aici.
just talk to him, maybe exchange information. If it's damage, you don't really want to deal with the deductible anyways. Just have a conversation. It's like whatever.
N-am vrut. Dar nu n-a pățit.
One of the issues with lane filtering, if you can't make it through because you know your bike's ergonomics and it's just too narrow, don't go through.
Dar n-are nimic.
Simple.
Sănătate.
Thank you, Angel Cat. Oh, geez, we got a... Whoa. That wasn't a crash, that was a close call. Okay.
So in this
Speeding.
situation that the biker felt
Let them...
decided to confront the driver.
No, we don't need to do that. Let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. You're not a cop. You're not a cop. All right, slow speed maneuvers, guys. If you don't want to get a cardo because you already have one, grab yourself the drill booklet with cones. Tons of different drills inside of it. You know, these are some of the harder ones, but there's like 20 drills in there. Practice your slow speed because this is a great real-life example of when you need it. And, yeah, parking garages are slippery, so you're... Oh, geez. So good job with the slow speed. A little bit of brakes, some balance. Good job at 6 miles an hour. Very nice. Just handled it. All right, Cool Breeze Rider. Haven't seen you in a while. All right, red light runner. Not a big deal. Let him through. You did it. Front braking in the wet corner ends like this. Ooh. So remember, progressive braking. Progressive braking before the corner. If you want to learn trail braking, you could do it through the corner. But that's more of an advanced skill because you're combining multiple primary controls at the same time. But these guys aren't going super fast. So maybe it is water on the road or there's something on the road. But your tire tread handles it pretty well. Let's take a look at that fall. Because we do talk about mechanism of injury on this channel sometimes. So when he did fall to the right, let's see. Yeah, he slammed that front brake. So mechanism of injury. So look at the fall. This is why you have full gear, right? It's a little bit of mechanism of injury. So right leg impact, right knee. So that's why you have motorcycle gear. So it has that armor impact protection mitigation on that right knee. And then we're going to put our hands down. Okay, so our right foot too. But hands down. Gloves. You don't want to rip up your hands. Okay, if you work with your hands, you don't want to rip them up. So you're going to have that impact. So you might have a radius ulna fracture right at the wrist. Hopefully not, but you don't want to have that abrasion ripping your hands off. So because our body's going to do this. So let's go ahead and go a little bit more. So there's that right elbow. Once again, you have armor protection when it comes to motorcycle jackets, if you keep that armor in there. And then we have that right shoulder. Boom, there's that impact. So hopefully it's going to mitigate some of that it's going to absorb some of the impact and mitigate some of the injuries. So you're not going to have an ACL tear or a collarbone, a clavicle break. And then we have our freaking head hit the ground. So head right here. Boom, hit the ground. On a full face helmet, protects your chin, which is going to protect your airway. Have a helmet, it's going to hopefully mitigate some type of concussion or traumatic brain injury symptoms. A small concussion is still a traumatic brain injury. You're going to have that coup contre coup. That's the nice little fancy word for. Once again, everybody, don't recommend trying to hit your head and see what a concussion feels like. But if you want to kind of have that small version of one, shake your head real quick. You're going to have a little bit of pain on the inside of your head, right? Well, that's your brain smacking the inside of your skull. Imagine doing that here. And then there's the sliding just a little bit. So that's why we have abrasion resistance. Okay, very important. Also, the guy up front, you want to remain calm because you do have a vehicle right there. Pull off to the side, ensure your own safety. Very good. How's the bike? Handlebars maybe a little bent, but he's standing up. That's good. All right, we got a corner coming up here. What does that say? I think we should probably slow it down. And we just dumped the bike. Oh, front of the face. Oh. So up and over. You can see him smack his face. Thank you for the $10 donation. Appreciate that, Canch. Full face helmets, guys. Protect that chin. You do not want to splay open your mouth. And he's going to have a very bad headache. So that's a serious thing. Crashes can look like they're nothing, but if the brain is impacted pretty hard, let him sit. You sit down, buddy. I will get the bike. Sit down. We're gonna stay here for 10 minutes. We're gonna let everything kind of come back. Your adrenaline. We're gonna see everything just popped off. He hit his face hard. They're talking to each other. Those are Cena units, but Cardos are better. Grab a Cardo. All right, we're coming through here. We're gonna do a little pass. Nice little head check. Get back in our lane. Very good. Okay, vehicles are getting a little closer. Oh, watch out for the bird. Little kamikaze bird there. All right, don't just rush into traffic. I mean, I get some places you have to be aggressive. But you can creep in and just take space. You don't have to rush in to take space. Not a big deal. Whatever. You're not the main character in life. You're just a participant. Just a participant. All right. Just cruising along here. A little bit close. So you see how tiny that there it is. You see how tiny that thing is? That's what she said. It's way back here. Okay? So you're far away. The camera is up there, far away. When you start getting closer, because you're speeding up and they're going slow, it starts to do this. Okay? Don't speed up so quick until they're like this. Keep a nice space cushion and then pass. So slow it down. You don't need to be going so fast. Especially if your whole idea is to pass them. Go ahead and slow it down. Let this vehicle pass. Then accelerate. You're on a motorcycle. Have fun. That was a little too close. You created your own close call. That's really what it is. So now we're on MotoStars, and you created your own close call. The goal is to prevent close calls, because what happens when you have 100 close calls? Maybe one of them is a crash. So if you only have one close call a year, or maybe 3 or 4 or 5, you have less chances of having a real crash. Close call is just a warning for a crash. So don't put yourself into those. Nice little view, nice and easy. 26 miles per hour, handling it, very good. We have he went for the position for safety. So he did try to navigate to the right. So he saw this happening. So he's positioned right now, fine. Located this. Is it a relevant threat? Yes, he's in our lane. We're going to go ahead and navigate it by moving over into a new position for safety. My hand disappears. But a new position for safety off to the right. Just a little too much off to the right. A little bit an overreaction. And then he's also applying really hard on that front brake. I think that's kind of what happened. A little bit of road surface hazard because of the gravel with front brake. If he applied the brake on the road, not a big deal. But this is why you need to keep looking forward. He tried. He tried. Oh, no. Ouch. What a shitty day.
Thanks for watching till the end.
Oh, thank you, MotoStars, for putting that video out. Guys, once again, there is a sale going on with Cardo. Grab yourself a donut. Go to the Cardo website. Links in the description for that. 22% off. Usually it's only 10% off with my link. Now it's 22% off. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thursdays at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Unless something happens. I don't know. But I'll see you then. That was a 32-minute video. I might have to cut that one up into 2s. Yeah, we have to get thumbnails. You're right. We didn't get a thumbnail. We have to get a thumb. Did I already get? I can do this. Let's see. Let's get a thumbnail.
One of the bikers was too busy talking to another biker.
Yeah, talking to another biker.
Situation requiring focus. He didn't have time to brake.
Let's see if that's a good thumbnail. I don't know what do I do with my hand? I have to hit the. I have to do that. Stick it in his pooper? No, come on, guys. That's gross. Jeez. All right, we have to get a thumbnail for the other one. That's a good one right there. Oh, that's a good one. Let's get to that one. Where is it at? Was it at the beginning? It depends on who you ask. Jeez, you guys are disgusting.
The group right went in a spectacular way.
Let's see if we can. Okay, someone else is gonna crash into you now. There it is. Where's that? There we go. Let's do this. I'm too far away from the button. There we go. There we go. Whew. There we go. Guys, we do have, I want to kind of show you. Because we're at the end of the stream. I was going to say, normally I'd be like, I got to get off so I can start editing. Let's see if I can bring up. So this is what the booklet, the Smart Rider Games booklet will be. I'm going to change the drill part. So it's going to have like the easy. Let's do this. So it's going to have like the easy on there. It's going to have like different, let's go ahead and do this. So the different difficulties, let's go ahead and change it to like hard, moderate, expert. So it's going to have like the different ones on it. The goal will change. I'm going to change the picture here and there. It does have, let's see. So like a video example. So you can scan that, but it's going to have different designs on it. So, we got the kidney, all the different ones. So it's going to be a lot of fun, but it's the same dimensions for all of those designs. I changed up the dimensions just a little bit, but this is going to be that booklet. It's going to be right now with the way this is designed. It's going to be like a vertical booklet like this versus the Smart Rider drill booklet, which is currently like this. So it's going to be more like that. Much easier, and then it's going to be a digital download. Actually, I actually made a prototype, so it's going to look like this. So it's going to be a little bit better in terms of like what you can see. I like it, but that's going to be the game. So that once this goes out, we're going to be competing against each other. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I'm currently working on this. I mean, I love the two-pole run. The two-pole run's pretty nice. That's a good one. Values in meters. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, 10 feet, 20 feet. What is it? What's 10 feet in meters? It's 120 inches. 3.3. That might be easy. Yeah, that might be easy. Like 2 feet in meters. Like 0.7. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, meters are a little bit more than a yard. I remember that from elementary. Whew. Guys, remember though, if you're just now joining, because I see a lot of you guys leaving, but if you're just now joining, starting tomorrow, get yourself a cardo. Get yourself a cardo. 22% off. 22% off. If you're still here, we do have those demo drills. So those drills that I just showed, they are free. So click, before you guys leave, click that link that's in the chat. Click the link that's in the chat. Click the link in the chat. Get yourself those drills right now. Start practicing. Because the new version, the one I just showed you, that's going to cost. But it's just because it has more stuff and it's going to be printed and whatnot. But that one is just the bare bones. In fact, let me go ahead and click that link just so you guys can see. It's free right now. This is free right here. Grab it, add it to your cart right now. It's on sale, free. It goes right on your phone, just like that. Link in the description, or link in the chat right now. But grab yourself a cardo. But I'm going to be heading out. Everybody. Okay? So I'm going to do some editing of these videos that we just did. And then I'm going to do some packages I got to ship. Somebody ordered a rescue pack and some of the cone kit. So I'm going to be doing that. I'll be seeing you guys next week, next Thursday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Somebody did mention that I should kind of start promoting it a little bit ahead of time. So probably on Tuesday or Wednesday, I will announce that I will be doing that live stream so people can actually get to it. You're welcome, Cloud9. I'm glad I could have done that for you. Don't want you going to the hospital. But yeah, go ahead and grab one of these. I'm going to go ahead and take off.